A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a striking case that highlights the pitfalls of relying on artificial intelligence in legal proceedings, lawyers for MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell have been fined after submitting a brief riddled with AI-generated errors. This incident serves as a crucial reminder that while AI technology is advancing rapidly, it cannot replace the diligence required in legal practice. On Monday, Colorado District Court Judge Nina Wong imposed penalties on attorneys Christopher Kucheroff and Jennifer DeMaster of the law firm McSweeney Sinker and Kucheroff, citing violations of federal civil procedure rules. The judge found that the lawyers were not reasonable in certifying that the claims, defenses, and other legal contentions contained in the AI brief were warranted by existing law. As a result, Kucheroff and his firm were fined $3,000, with DeMaster receiving a similar penalty. Fortunately for Lindell, neither he nor MyPillow faced sanctions. The court noted that Kucheroff had not disclosed his regular use of generative AI tools in his legal work. The controversy surrounding the AI-generated brief first emerged in April when the court scrutinized the document's contents. Kucheroff and DeMaster had filed the brief on February 25th, defending Lindell against a defamation lawsuit initiated by Eric Coomer, a former employee of Dominion Voting Systems. However, the court identified nearly 30 flawed citations within the document, including misquotes of legal cases, misrepresentations of legal principles, and even references to cases that do not exist. Essentially, much of the brief was fabricated. When questioned about the brief, the lawyers admitted to using AI tools such as Microsoft's Copilot, Google's Gemini, and X's Grok in their work. They claimed that they had mistakenly submitted an earlier draft that still contained AI-generated errors. Consequently, they requested permission to refile a corrected version of the brief and sought to have any potential disciplinary actions dismissed. However, the court denied their request for leniency, concluding that Kucheroff and DeMaster's explanation regarding the AI-generated brief lacked credibility. Although the lawyers provided email exchanges discussing edits to the brief prior to its filing, the court noted that the final draft in these exchanges was substantially the same as the brief ultimately submitted, including the same errors. Judge Wong emphasized that neither defense counsel's communications nor the final version of the brief they reviewed supported the existence of a correct version at the time the AI brief was filed. She stated, "Put simply, neither Mr. Kucheroff nor Ms. DeMaster provide the court any explanation as to how those citations appeared in any draft of the brief absent the use of generative artificial intelligence or gross carelessness by counsel." Furthermore, the judge remarked on Kucheroff's puzzlingly defiant tone and tenor in response to being called out, which did not help his case. Kucheroff claimed he was caught off guard during the judge's questioning about the brief's factual inaccuracies. However, Judge Wong found it reasonable to expect a lawyer to be prepared to discuss the contents of a document they had approved and filed. Kucheroff's assertion that this incident represented a clear deviation from his typical practice was also refuted, as the attorneys had previously filed similar documents. In her ruling, Judge Wong stated that the $3,000 fines were the least severe sanction adequate to deter and punish defense counsel in this instance. This case is not just about fines. It raises broader questions about the role of AI in the legal profession. As technology continues to evolve, the legal field must grapple with the implications of incorporating AI into its processes. The incident serves as a cautionary tale for legal professionals about the importance of thorough review and verification, regardless of the tools they employ. As the legal community reflects on this incident, it becomes evident that while AI can be a powerful ally, it is ultimately the responsibility of attorneys to ensure the accuracy and integrity of their submissions. The consequences of negligence can be significant, as demonstrated by the fines imposed in this case. Lindell's defamation case concluded last month, with a jury finding him liable for defamation after he falsely claimed that the 2020 presidential election was rigged. The flawed brief was part of the defense strategy in response to Coomer's allegations. The jury ruled in favor of Coomer, awarding him $2.3 million in damages for the harm caused by Lindell's false claims. Coomer had initially sought $62.7 million in damages. The legal landscape is changing rapidly, And as AI becomes more integrated into various fields, including law, it is crucial for professionals to maintain high standards of accuracy and accountability. As the dust settles on this case, it serves as a reminder that while technology can enhance efficiency, it cannot replace the fundamental principles of diligence and integrity that underpin the legal profession. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.